Hello, welcome again my good students. I'm Madam Eva Leodegat, a biology teacher from Educare TZ, and I'm here to take you through a series of lectures of biology. And in our today's session, we are going to continue with our topic of genetics, in which we started it on the previous session, and we are going to continue where we ended up. As we remember, we passed through the first subtopic of concept of genetics, and we look on some terminologies in genetics. Also, today we are going to accomplish those terminologies so that we can start a new concept. Here we can continue with the terminology of genotype vis-a-vis phenotype, in which we can see genotype is the genetic expression of an organism, or is a single gene or set of genes that control certain trait. My good student, when we talk about genotype, tunazungumzia zile traits ambazo ni genetically inherited, sio physical. Tukiangalia hapa we can see kwamba inaweza ikawa ni same alleles ziko kwenye same loci, kwenye same chromosomes, hizo tunaziita ni genotype. Ama tunaweza tukasema kwamba tuna let's say chromosomes mbili, moja ina allele fulani kwenye loci yake, nyingine ina allele fulani kwenye loci yake. For instance, chromosome X ina allele T, capital letter T, nyingine ina small letter t. When you combine it, tutasema kwamba tukizungumzia kwamba tukisema kwamba this organism is heterozygous, let's say, hiyo tunaita ni genotype. And now tutaenda kuangalia another terminology which is phenotype. Phenotype is the external appearance of an organism resulting from the interaction of its genotype and the environment. Example: body height, eye color, hair color, size of the hair, and invisible traits such as blood group. Tunapozungumzia phenotype, tunazungumzia ile physical appearance ya organism. For instance, tukizungumzia color, kwamba kitu ambacho unaweza ukakiangalia but inside uwezi ukaelewa kwamba this is the real black one ama ni real white, kwa sababu what express it well ni genotype. Genotype ndio itatupa maelezo vizuri, lakini phenotype ni kile ambacho kina appear physical. Mfano, tunaweza tukaangalia hizo hair color, tunaweza tukaangalia skin color, eye color na kadhalika. Another terminology, we can see parency. These are organisms that are capable of producing offspring. Also, the first set of parents is referred to as the parent generation. The genotype of the first set of parents is the basis for predicting the genotype of their offspring, known as filial generation. My dear student, tunapozungumzia parents, parents ni tunasema ni founders wa offspring fulani, wa kizazi fulani. Tunasema kwamba generation X imekuwa formed kwa parents kwa sababu ya parents fulani, na hawa parents wanakuwa wanadetermine tunasema genetic ama genotype ya offspring wao wanaokuja, na hii ile generation inayokuja kuwa formed tunaita ni filial generations. Na tutaenda kuangalia tutakuta kuna first filial, kuna second filial, third na kadhalika. Okay. Tukianza na first and second filial generation, you can see the filial generation first is a successive generation which is comprised of offsprings resulting from a crossing between two individuals from parental generation. And first filial generation are produced from parental stock, while F2 derived from crossing F1 generation. My dear student, ukisikia neno filial generation ni kizazi ambacho kimetokana na waanzilishi fulani ambao waliweza kuzaa watoto kadha wa kadha. Wale watoto ndio tunakiita filial generation, iko kizazi. Lakini hao watoto ambao watakuwa formed for the first time kutokana na wale founders ama wale parents tunaita ni first filial generation. Let's take a simple example. For instance, hawa watoto waliokuwa formed from these parents wawili wakameti wakatutengenezea kizazi kingine. Hicho kizazi kingine tutakiita ni second filial generation. Hata kama wataendelea kutengeneza, vitapatikana vizazi na vizazi. Hope you understand. Now tunaenda kuangalia another terminology which is hybrid. In which hybrid is an offspring resulting from crossing two parents of different breeds or varieties through sexual reproduction. The hybrid organism possess hybrid vigor or heterosis. Tunapozungumzia hybrid ni yule offspring anaye result kama endapo wazazi wawili wenye variation au watofauti wakameti together wakatutengenezea kizazi. Wale watoto wanakuwa formed tunawaita ni hybrid, ambao wanakuwa associated with hybrid vigor or heterosis. And this tutaenda kuangalia their meaning, in which hybrid vigor is the set of beneficial characteristics which are not shown by either of hybrid parents. My good students, when talk about hybrid, tunazungumzia kwamba kizazi kilichotokana na mchanganyiko wa wazazi wawili na wanakuwa associated with heterosis ama hybrid vigor. Hizi heterosis ama hybrid vigor tunasema kwamba ni zile characteristics ambapo huyu offspring ameacquire na zinakuwa hazipo kwa wale wazazi wake wawili walioweza kumproduce. And now tunaenda kuangalia another terminology which is selective breeding. Selective breeding, it involves choosing parents with particular characteristics to breed together and produce offsprings with desirable characteristics. The process of selecting parents is called artificial selection. As we know, in nature, parents wanakuwa wanakutana naturally, wanaproduce offsprings. Lakini endapo itatokea kuchaguliwa kwa wale parents kuweza kuwa selected ili waweze meet together, then wa produce offsprings ambao wana desirable characteristics, hiyo ndo tunaita selective breeding. Na hichi kitendo kinakuwa referred as artificial selection. And this artificial selection inakuwa done mostly in your everyday life, na farmers na wafugaji wanachagua wanyama tunasema ni parents ambao wanahisi kwamba whenever they met watatuzalishia offsprings ambao wana quality fulani, kwa hiyo wanatuletea zile desirable characters, and that is the artificial selection. Also tutaenda kuangalia pure breeding is the kind of breeding in which the parents with genotype produce offsprings only with the same genotype. Kwa tunapozungumzia hizi pure breeding ni kile kitendo ambako parents wana tuproducea offsprings wenye genotype kama za kwao ambazo hazijavari na zile genotypes zao. And pure breeding individual are a group of identical organisms that always produce offspring of the same genotype when they are intercrossed. Hii tushaiona vizuri. And now we are going to look on monohybrid and dihybrid inheritance. Monohybrid inheritance is the inheritance of single characteristics which is controlled by a single gene. For instance, skin color, hair texture or shape of an organism. Tunapozungumzia monohybrid inheritance ni ule urithi ambao unakuwa controlled na single gene. Tukizungumzia skin color, hair texture, hiyo ni single gene. Ninavyosema single gene namaanisha nini? Kuna characters zingine zinakuwa controlled au urithi mwingine unakuwa controlled na more than one gene. A good example tunachukulia mfano unakuta seed ina rangi at the same time shape yake labda ni wrinkled ama ni round, hizo ni trait ama ni gene mbili tofauti. Na hiyo ikitokea inheritance ya namna hiyo tunaita dihybrid inheritance. And this is the next term to monohybrid inheritance, which is this one, and is the inheritance of two characteristics which are controlled by two genes, as I already explained. And dihybrid process lead to dihybrid inheritance among organisms. It involves two individuals that differ in two observable traits that are controlled by two distinct genes. Example, crossing pea plant with round and yellow seed with pea plant producing wrinkling and green seed. Hiyo ndo dihybrid inheritance. Mfano unachukua seed ambayo ina sifa ya round na ni yellow, unaicross na seed ambayo ni wrinkled na ni green. Kwa hiyo hizo ndo dihybrid, na trait mbili ama gene zake ni mbili. Pia kuna polyhybrid inheritance or polygenic. Is the inheritance that deals with more than two contrasting allelic pair. Example, shape, skin color, height and etc. Hii inadili na more than two contrasting allelic pair. Also finally tutaenda kuangalia epistasis. On this terminology you can say this is the phenomena in which the expression of one gene is affected by the expression of one or more independent inherited genes. It occurs when there is interaction between alleles of different gene pair. Tunapozungumzia epistasis ni kile kitendo ambacho gene moja ina dominate expression ya another gene, ambako itatokea pale ambako kuna inheritance ya more than one gene pair. Inaweza ikatokea gene moja ika affect appearance ama expression ya gene nyingine. Also, we can see on another terminology which is pedigree, in which is the record of a known lineage or ancestral record of an individual presented in a diagram or a table, and it indicates where the progeny has descended. Tunapozungumzia pedigree inaokaa in tabular form kwa ajili ya kutupresentia urithi wa generation fulani. This marks the end of our first subtopic of genetics, ambayo ilikuwa ni concept of genetics. Tulipass through various concepts, terms, terminologies concerning genetics, and I'm glad at least umegain insight, umepata kufunguliwa akili on what genetics mean, na ukikutana na hizi terminology uko mbele utaweza kuelewa vizuri. And now I welcome you to pass through this task to define these terms, the first homozygous, pedigree, monohybrid inheritance, as well as selective breeding. This will help you to broaden up your understanding as well as to keep you more close to your studying. I hope you understand well, and thank you for watching our media, Educare TZ, and I welcome you to continue following our series of lectures of day to day. Thank you.